Hello and good evening, everybody. How are you doing? And that's not a rhetorical question. I'm not just saying to be nice, but seriously, how are you doing? Okay. Just want to make this video to say, well, obviously there's no ACD book reading tonight, but I just wanted to say I'm okay, but are you okay? Are you checking in on yourself? No, really, are you? Okay? Because I do this a lot, okay? I don't check in on me, okay? I make all these videos saying how I'm going to do this, but I barely ever think about me, how I feel. And I always think, how do you feel? But never how I feel. And the reason I'm asking this, and I am aware it's kind of me doing the same thing, although it's not really. It's different. Why? Just is. Anyway, seriously though, are you doing okay? I want you all to check in on yourselves, okay, right now, okay? Actually, why not pause the video and just stop and think, how am I doing? Are you done? Good. Now that's out of the way, I just want to relay now that it is important for us all to take some self-care, okay? It's not selfish, okay, to look after ourselves, okay? It's not selfish to put ourselves first, but that is what sometimes we have to do in life. We have to put ourselves first. Excuse me. Itchy ear. Not sure why it itches a lot during these vlogs. You think the nervousness would have gone by now. It hasn't, I'm guessing, by the itching. Anyway, as I was saying, self-care. I hope you are taking care of yourselves, and I hope you are putting yourselves first, and that is not a selfish thing, okay? I am taking care of myself because I treat myself. I got myself a new sleeping mask. Look at it. It's a sleeping mask. I put these on. I'll show you. I'll show you how it works. I'll show you. What you do is go like this. Go like this. Now I can't actually see a damn thing right now, which is the effectiveness of it, because I'm very sensitive to light when I sleep, and I don't like light or anything. It all started. Actually, I'm going to take this off first. See? I look a bit silly like this, so I'm going to take this off right now. Anyway, this cost me £3 on Amazon about 4 days ago. This was before the Prime sale came about. So if you see them online, get one. They're really nice and soft and luxurious. Feels good to touch. Almost as good as a human being does. Actually, no, this is better, I think. Actually, that's debatable. It's nice and soft. Doesn't have the warmth that a fellow human being does, but it has that. Anyway, as I was saying, back when I was working nights, I spent about 4 years, I think, getting my sleep during the day. So I'd come home from work about 8, 7ish, depending when I finished, and then I'd go home, I'd get into bed and sleep. Obviously there was a bit more of a schedule to it than that, but that's roughly what happened. I'd get home and I'd sleep. Anyway, because of that, I became very sensitive to light and noise and everything else, so I sleep with this now. Every night. It does weird partners out, or the one partner I've had since I started doing it. They'd always said to me, why? Why don't you just sleep without this? I'll be like, I can't. Is it in the mind? It could be. Could be a mental thing up here. Because there are times when the light is on and I'm watching TV or whatever, and I do fall asleep. Not for long, mind you, but I fall asleep. So maybe it is in my mind. But all I know is, if I try to sleep without one of these, I'm going to have a bad time. A real bad time. Now I'm going to stop showing it now because it's just weird. It makes it look like I'm carrying like some weird piece of evidence to a crime. Anyway, that's enough of that. You're not going to see it anymore. Anyway, as I said, I used to sleep during the day, so I became very sensitive to light and noise and everything else. And ever since then, I've been addicted to these damn things. I wish I could fall asleep without these now properly, but I can't. But you know what? That's okay. It really is. It's okay, because, you know, that's me. And any future partners I have will have to accept that I sleep with these. And yes, I am aware I did say I'm going to stop showing you these things. And I can't help it. It's just so soft and luxurious. I mean, they only arrived a few hours ago. So they're kind of nice. It's almost like as soft as a person almost. But without the warmth. I think I said that already. I probably did. Anyway. As I said, today's all about self-care, okay? About taking care of ourselves. I'm not just on physically. I'm talking up here too. Up here. You know, the old grey matter. About how we feel within ourselves, and we need to take care of us, because if you're like me, you will neglect yourself. Often that neglect will come while through helping others and helping them feel good about themselves, which is important too. It's always good to look out for other people, but you should also look out for yourself first. Always put yourself first. I know it can sound selfish, but let me explain. You can take care of other people while you're not in this game, but if you don't take care of yourself, okay, you will have a harder time taking care of others. You know, it's like that French film Amélie. I'm sure you saw. I'm sure most of us have seen that one. This is about 25 years old now, is it? I should really look that up. Actually, I probably will during the editing process. And in this film, she basically interferes in other people's lives and realises that it makes her empty, unhappy. And you can't help others if you're not helping yourself. I think that's the lesson from that film. I can't remember now. Thinking about it, it's the first film I think really done the manic pixie dream girl trope that I ever saw. And once again, I'm getting distracted. That was a big trope during the zeros, wasn't it? You don't see as much now. Not a good thing, not a bad thing. Just a thing. It's a thing you don't really see much now. Anyway. As I was saying, you got to look after yourself first, because if you don't, you will deteriorate. And it's not selfish, okay? Other people will say no, it's not selfish, okay? You must always put yourself first, because without you, okay, you can't do the other. Am I making sense here? I hope I am. I hope I'm making sense. I'm sure if you're watching or at least listening, you are understanding what I'm saying. And this is something I'm very guilty of, I will admit. Okay, so yes, I am a hypocrite for this. But it's part of who I am. I'm a kind person. I'm not just, and that's not a humble brag either. I am. Why am I kind? Is it my nature? Or is it something completely different? I'm related to that. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. This is just who I am. And I hope that doesn't change about me. Which is something I do worry about. Which is something I shouldn't worry about, because the worrying means it's more likely to happen. As we have learned in the book reading that we've been doing lately. Are you watching those? Hope so. Although they're not, admittedly, not for everybody, those videos. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad if you choose not to watch those. But it's okay. Because we all have our preferences. Actually, while you're here, as you are watching and listening, why don't you share? I'm going to keep this short because, as you can tell, I'm not really saying much with actual interest tonight, but I had to make a video. Because I haven't done any for about I haven't made a video for almost a week now. Not that you'll know because of the uploading schedule, but it's been almost a week. Well, I kind of went to London for about 5 days and had fun, but I didn't really have anything interesting to add. It was a bit of a, well, I say I went to London. I took my parents to London, is what I should say. That's why I didn't make any video about me going places. I mean, if I went on my own, I might do. I might have gone to, say, a quiet village in London. Got a few books about that, actually. Actually, I'll show you. I'll show you the book. Book I got recently. I got this one. Look at this. Let's simply take out the title. Quiet London. about little places in London. Been reading a bit lately about places I could go. Actually, I got this book today, actually. It says 12th of August there, but that's the actual thing. I didn't pay 12th of August for it, I paid £1. But that goes. Been looking at that for future trips. I also got another good one, which I think is worth checking out. Walking Village, London. Look at that. It's like little villages you can walk through in London. It's brilliant. If you can, get this book. It's really good. So I'm not sure how old it is now, but it's good all the same. Just gives like different districts of London you can walk through where it's like a village. Let me put this back. Excuse me. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to keep this short because, you know, you can tell I haven't got much of interest to actually say tonight, which is kind of annoying, but what can you do? Anyway, hope you're checking in on yourselves, people, and I do sincerely mean that, okay? You need to check in on yourselves, okay? I know it's hard, and I know sometimes you don't want to, but you got to, okay? Now, promise me, okay, you will check in on yourself, okay? And tell me how you are in the comments, alright? I don't care if you're up, I don't care if you're down. Let me know, okay? Check in on yourself, okay? And while you're at it, if you are down, tell me what you're going to do to go up. Or if you are feeling up, as in happy, tell me what you're going to do to stay like that. Because we all have our little things. We all have our ways of dealing with this. And, well, that's it really. We'll have our own ways. So, why don't you share them with me? You never know. We might all learn something. Until next time, I'm James. You've been listening to me babble on about nothing really tonight. But if you are still here, thank you very much. I love you all dearly. Bye.